Okay, let's see. Any audio coming through? Yep, there we go. Good. I apparently had my mic on good old-fashioned mute, which is awesome. We're still getting used to the Blue Yeti. I love it so far, but just some things I know I need to look out for. How are we all doing out there today? I'm doing awesome. Welcome to the Markers and Monsters live stream, aka the Colin Richards Art live stream, or if you're on Mixer, the Mystic Colin live stream. We're gonna have some fun today. I'm glad that convention season is kind of I wouldn't say coming to a close necessarily, but it's going to be until September since I have another convention to go to. So that's kind of awesome for me, you know, keeping that together so I can work on some other cool projects. That's pretty awesome that I've been looking forward to and enjoying and stuff like that. Pardon me. So that's pretty neat. Let me grab a quick drink here. In front of your face right now are some Star Trek sketch cards. I don't know if I can zoom in on these guys. Let's find out, shall we? Where are you, webcam properties? There we go. That's a little better and hopefully brighter. Let me increase the exposure too while I'm thinking about it. Just a tiny bit. Oh, that's too bright. Let's up our gain, lower our exposure. That looks pretty sweet. I'm digging that. So I'm going to be sending out some sketch card samples to a company that produces Star Trek cards. And so that's what I was working on here. Data with Spot is a little wonky, a little bit. But, you know, not my best. I've been kind of practicing up. 7 of 9 as a Borg, I think, turned out pretty sweet. And this Gorn, I had a blast doing, and I've been loving it. I also have a whole second sheet of where I started. As you can see, I started doing Pencil Worf in there. He kind of came out, okay. I thought doing the pencils would be cool, and after I got about, you know, just the rough tones in, I didn't like it. You know, so he's not even done. Garrick here was done entirely with colored pencils. And that was kind of a fun challenge kind of a thing. Or no, I'm sorry. Markers with colored pencils on top. My bad. And then we have City on the Edge of Forever here. We got Picard as Locutus of Borg. Fun stuff there. And then, of course, Data. I was going to do Picard again. But yeah, these two I think I'm going to submit, and I'd like to get a third one done. So if y'all out there in Chatland happen to have a thing you think would be pretty cool, pretty sweet, I can definitely work on that here. We can do it either horizontal or profile. Styling and profiling or landscape. So, I don't know. But yeah, I figured we can work on that for a bit. And then if you guys have anything specific you want to see, do you want to see some, you know, some good old-fashioned weirdo marker drawings or something like that, you guys can let me know on that, and we can get to work. Typical sketch card here. These are just done on a sheet of Bristol board. Smooth Bristol board, that's important. 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. It's a nice size. It's fun to work at. Fun to work that small. So I'm trying to think what would be a cool character to do. I do like Data and the cat. I wish I knew some good way to finish that off. Tell you what. Let's try to finish that off. Let's get out the old multi-liners here. And we can work on that for a bit. This is a 0.3. And I'm going to start by just going over some of the lines here. I am going to bring up a quick reference photo of data. Just so I can get just a look at like what the shape of his ears and such are. When I did the coloring of 7 of 9 here, I used my water-soluble colored pencils. And so that's how I got the background all kind of weird like that. So some of the areas I applied water to make them act like a watercolor. Other areas are, of course, just left colored penciling. But she was a lot of fun to work on, and I did the inking first. And I think after doing the Gorn that is a thingamabobber that I'm going to have to do. Is I am definitely going to have to do the inks first. And then throw in the colors on top. I think that is the way to work it. That's my belief, and I'm sticking to it. So that will be pretty sweet. Let me refresh this here. Let me shut down my big TV. I was watching bad kung fu movies. Thank you, B-Movie TV, for providing great weird content that I enjoy so much while I'm sitting in the old art room getting my draw on. So what have you guys been up to? If there's anybody out there in good old-fashioned chat land. I have done conventions this weekend. So that was cool. Went to Pulp Fest. Right here in good old-fashioned Mars, PA. Yes. So that was exciting. Had some friends over. Played some board games. Got to play Elder Sign, which I hadn't played in a while. One I've been really wanting to get it back into. Hey, Jared, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm doing all right. How about yourself? What's new? What's exciting? So, yep, Elder Sign was pretty sweet. I enjoyed that immensely. We definitely beat... Who are we fighting? Shub-Niggurath, the Black Goat of the Woods. So that was pretty cool, and I dug it. And then we, just for the heck of it, after we won the game, we decided, hey, let's fight Shub-Niggurath and see, what happens. That we did not do so hot on. But such is life, my friends. Such is life. But it's a good game and fun to play. Jared, don't worry about it, man. I feel like I have missed so many streams, and I'm the guy that's putting this show on, so that's no good. Yeah, last week we had to cancel due to Pulp Fest started Thursday at 5, so that was kind of an impossibility. Yep, and then times before then, I'd have either technical difficulties or something would come up or something to get done. So it's been nuts. So don't even fret. But I'm glad to see you, my man. Hope all is doing well. Moving to your own place, that's awesome. Now, is this your first place? Like your first, I don't know if it's an apartment or house, but your first place on your own? That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Believe me, I like having my own place. It's where I could put all my art and action figures. But that is awesome, man. I can't imagine how much stress then that you're under, because I know moving is one of those infinitely stressful things. And an apartment, cool. That's awesome. Congratulations, that is terrific. Now, did you have trouble finding it? Was it like the first place you went to and you fell in love with it? Or was it just kind of an easy, like, oh yeah, yep, this is the one I'm going to be at? You know? Did you look at a lot of places before you decided on the one you're moving to? Get that shoulder in. It's good. Ooh, yep. I hear you on that. DVDs aren't too bad. Books are like the worst. Books are heavy. You could pack a whole lot of them in too into like a Sterilite, a Tupperware container. And that Tupperware container is going to be not pleasant to move. DVDs aren't horrible, but still, yep. And then VHS tapes are also no fun to move. Believe you me, my friend. So if you're like me and you live in the past and you just have a ton of VHS tapes, super pleasant to move. Okay, let's get a good look at Data's cat Spot here. So I can start filling areas in. So I assume then, Jared, that you have a lot of books and DVDs. That is awesome. Oh, good, man. That's awesome. I am not the best dude for drawing cats, I gotta say. I think Spot here is going to need a little bit of highlighting before we're done with him, her. I can't remember if Data's cat Spot is a male or a female cat. Damn it. That's important information. Yeah, rent it never goes down, that's for sure. Rent is it's crappy. A mortgage is bad too, but at least with that, you know, I have assets. But yeah, it's never very fun to try to have to deal with paying rent and utilities and stuff. Hopefully your utilities are included, or at least some of them are included. Because that will definitely help. Okay. Let's get Data's cats. Let's get the hand put in. Data's hand. So he's holding the cat. There we go. Of course, his other shoulder. Let's do the top of the shirt. I tried to get the command gold to look as right as I could. You know? Let's get that insignia in. There we go. That's a fun one. I like it. We'll do some highlights here. Few hundred books. Sweet googly moogly. That's awesome, man. I am jealous. Green with envy. Because I love books. What are you reading? What are you reading currently? Anything interesting or anything in your collection you feel is worth noting to everybody? Because I'm always up for recommendations. You know me. Ooh, this roller tip is... I feel like I'm either running out of juice or something. Recommendations always appreciated. Yeah, this thing's like running out of juice. Lickety split, I don't like that. Pardon me. When I was at Pulp Fest, I spoke to the guys who are part of the Philip Jose Farmer. I don't know if it's a historical society or what they're called, but they do a lot of Phil Jose Farmer stuff, and they got me addicted to the Riverworld series of books, which is awesome. I dig it. I'm currently on the third one, which is kind of a behemoth, but in a good way. I love that. Hey, Peggy, how are you today? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, I like that Data. He looks a lot better now. Books of Blood Volume 2, Clive Barker, sweet. Can't go wrong with a little Clive Barker in your life. That is a for sure. All right, let me move some of these, get out some of the colored pencils. And reading A Song of Ice and Fire into the winter. Winter is coming. You know, the best part about Song of Ice and Fire is it's really uplifting. I mean, there's just a lot of really just happy moments in the series to really just enjoy and make you feel glad to be alive, you know? Like Jack Burton says when he kisses Gracie Law after they come out of the water, just happy to be alive. That's Game of Thrones in a nutshell, my friends. Happy to be alive. I am reading, like I said, the Riverworld series. Oh, and the tip broke on this. Good, good, good. I am also reading the Gene Wolfe. I've been in a fantasy mood, speaking of. So Gene Wolfe's Book of the New Sun. I just got the second one, Claw of the Conciliator? Conciliator? So that's pretty sweet. Good stuff. I read the first one recently, Shadow of the Torturer. Excellent. Excellent, weird science fiction fantasy. I love that kind of stuff. Oh, man, that broke the heck. There it is. There it is. Let's use it. So Book of the New Sun I can recommend. I'm also still working on the second book, so that's really books 3 through 6 of the Quorum series by Michael Moorcock. Great, great fantasy author there. Wrote the Elric stuff, if you guys know Elric of Melibene. So good stuff. Yeah, good wedding scenes. They're tons of fun. And Peggy, oh no, a tree came through your roof. I hope you're all safe down there. I hope nobody was hurt or anything like that. But hopefully you guys are good. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I need like my own here. You're okay? Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. That's scary as all get out. Were you guys home when it happened, or did you come back to that? All that fun. Okay. There we go. I'm going to call that one done before I keep monkeying with it. You're all at home. Oh, geez. That is terribly frightening. I gotta say. That is some rough stuff. But luckily, you know, if nobody was hurt, feel free to throw the GoFundMe link into the chat if anybody is interested in helping that out. Feel free to throw it up in there, you know. Nathan, how are you today? Good to see you. And thank you very much, man. Love me some Gorns. Unfortunately, my scanner is broken, so I will have to run these out to Staples to get them scanned with some other stuff tonight. But yeah, they're coming along pretty nice. What is a good Star Trek, any Star Trek series, scene or character that would do well for a little sketch card here? What do you guys think? So the Gorn turned out really good. I really enjoyed doing him, but what they want to see are realistic looks at Star Trek people, because they have to get me vetted by the studio because of like likeness rights. They want to make sure I can actually draw the characters and it looks like the actors. So, but I thought the Gorn would just be fun to show I can do creatures and stuff. Pardon me. So what's a good Star Trek thing, you guys? I know we got some Trek fans out there, so let me know. Maybe Jadzia and Worf fighting with Batleths would be fun, or something like that. What's a good Trekkie scene? You guys, let me know. And I'm going to update this here real quick. There we go. I dig that. And looks like my chat's all messed up. That's good. Mirror Mirror Spock. I like it. I like it. All right, let me see if I can fix the chat real quick. I just saw that it decided to be terrible for me. So good. Thank you, chat window. Embed the chat in the stream. Yes. I don't want to hide the message. I don't know. What are you doing? What are you doing, chat window? I don't know what you're doing. I don't like it. Stop it. You make me sad and upset. Copy. Is it? Okay, so I changed it up. So good. Good, great, grand, wonderful. Thank you, Nathan. Mirror Mirror Spock. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get her done. Mirror Mirror Spock is good. He's got his goatee. He's hanging out. Keeping it real. Being evil, but that's not logical. So he's gonna change the world, man. Okay. So I don't think I can zoom in anymore, unfortunately, because it'll get grainy and weird. We're going to do it... We're going to do it yay-wise. We're going to do it stylin' and profilin' style and go from there. So let's get up a little bit of reference. Here, and I don't know, what's a cool thing for him to be doing? I don't know. We'll find out. Looking pretty evil. So we're going to do Leonard Nimoy's long flipping head here. Good old long head Nimoy. Actually, let's zoom that. Let's zoom that out just a pinchy here. Won't allow you to sit. Dang it. I'm sorry, Peggy. Rather than type in, I tell you what, just leave like the HTTP and the www off. So whatever is the URL there. But if not, that's fine too. If you can't get it, I apologize. I don't know what that's about. This thing is... This interwebs thing is as foreign to me as Kirk and Uhura and McCoy and who was the fourth one that went to the mirror universe with them? Chekhov? No, it wasn't Chekhov. Ensign Random or somebody. I don't know who went to... I cannot remember who went to the mirror universe. So this joke just... That fell apart completely on me. Good times. Good times. I'm glad about that. But the internet... I have no idea why it does, what it does, how it does it. I know there's tubes involved in some capacity, but past that, search me. Okay, Spock's Sweet Sweet Bowl Cut. Leonard Nimoy's cheekbones. His chinny chin chin. Up into there. Yeah, Mirror Mirror Spock I think is a good call. And plus I think that's a popular version of a popular character, you know. Like everybody likes Spock. So now we have an evil Spock. That's pretty sweet. Uhura and Scotty. Okay, I knew McCoy and Uhura. Scotty was the fourth. That makes sense. Because Scotty was like, if Kirk, Spock, and McCoy are the three-man team of Star Trek, then Scotty was definitely the fourth Ranger. He got way more way more like screen time and stuff. He did a lot more than Uhura and Chekhov, and I know Chekhov wasn't around till the second season, but he did a lot more than those guys ever did. But who doesn't love the crazy mirror universe? It's Star Trek, but evil. That is tons of fun. And people have fake beards. You know, like I wish I had a fake beard. I wish I had a real beard. But I can't grow one to save my life. Let me put it this way, guys. If I stop shaving tomorrow, hell will freeze over before I have any kind of decent amount of facial hair. So, but which is good to know, right? Because if ever you see me and I have a beard or a mustache or something like that, then you'll know it's not really me. It's doppelganger Colin. Or a Colin ganger. I don't know. But yeah, and then you can take steps as necessary to either terminate or subdue or whatever. You know, whatever. I'll leave that up to you guys. But yeah, so I'm very jealous. Peggy, I do technically have Twitter, yes, that I never go into, but feel free to shoot it over to me on Twitter, which is, I think it's at Colin Richards. I think. So mirror, mirror, Spock, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most evil Federation member of them all? It was Kirk. Evil Kirk. So apparently people had said about early Trek that Mr. Spock here was... he looked devilish. He looked like the devil. I never got that. I don't understand what people are referring to if they were to have said that. He has pointed ears. He's like the devil. Oh, God. That is crazy talk to me. The other thing I'm not a huge fan of, is that in Next Gen, Spock is like relegated to, he's all about getting the Vulcans and the Romulans back together. He's Ambassador Spock, right? And it's like, well, there's more to him than just that, guys. Come on now. But his character decided to do one thing forever and never quit. Jared, I feel your pain. And Peggy, thank you. We got that, so thank you. If anybody would like to contribute to the GoFundMe, there is the link. Just add some www and HTTP magic to it, and it will be good. Yeah, man, Spock, he had like, he was more than just a guy that wanted to reunite the people. And it seems weird that he would go that path. Like, not that it's out of character for him to be helpful and a teacher and stuff, but that's all he wanted to do then. I mean, the guy died, you know? Guy died and came back. You think he'd have some more ambition than just help out the stinking Romulans. I don't know. I'm sorry, this has been a rant, and I apologize, but things like that just stick in my craw and don't leave for whatever reason. Jared, yep. Yep. Hashtag no facial hair. Hashtag sad. Such is life, I guess. Such is life. Okay. Yeah, every now and again, every like couple of years, I get the bug. I'm like, well, let's see if I finally hit puberty yet and can grow facial hair. And always the answer is nope. Nope. And I do it, and after about, I'm gonna say, 3 days, my wife starts complaining. But yep, I'm like, I'm gonna keep going, man. I've come this far. Gotta keep with it. And it's terrible, and she's right every time. Just shave already, you stupid idiot. And I do, and everybody in the world is happier for it. Okay, I like that. That's good. Pencils, let's get out the marker. Or actually, let's get out the inks. And we're going to start there, because like I said, this Gorn and 7 of 9 here were started that way. So let's keep it going with that. Jared, it was good talking to you, my man. Take care. Congrats on the new place, and good luck whenever you're moving in. And we'll see you on the next one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Dun 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 dun. Good stuff. Okay. So how old is Shatner now, speaking of Star Trek? He's got to be 90? Mid to late 80s at least. Okay, we'll get out the brush then to do these large dark areas here. We can do that at least. That's good. That's good. Yep, and then once these are good to go, we can get these popped off tonight, scanned and sent. And fingers crossed, folks. We'll see. But one thing I learned in the art game a long time ago, ever put your eggs into one emotional basket. That is a recipe for disaster, my friends. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I actually have, this upcoming weekend, a free weekend. Like, I have nothing going on. I can't even believe it. It's crazy. So that'll be fun. Hopefully you guys have some interesting stuff happening. It's probably going to be a weekend of working for me. But I like that. It's a good time. Maybe if I can sneak some Dungeons and Dragons in there on Sunday, that'll be pretty sweet, but we'll see what happens. Pardon me. Okay, let's see here. I now have the Star Trek theme stuck in my head. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. I don't know why Sulu just said that, but he did, and there's nothing any of us can do about that. Fun stuff. Okay, let's do over here. And then down here as well. Man, it's in there deep too. Star Trek theme is not going to come out anytime soon. That's good there. Now for that other eye. And there we go. And again, we're going to use the big brush with ink to get these big swatches here. I'm going to mark them with some X's because that's what comic artists do, apparently, and I feel the need to also do that. Though I don't know why. It just makes it easier, I guess, later. There we go. Speaking of comic art, the comic book I'm working on is coming together. So I am happy about that. It's been a lot of fun to work on. It's a lot of work. But I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the work. More so than I thought I would, actually. But yeah, it's definitely like it's definitely a wow. There is a lot to this kind of a deal. But it's good. I like it. That has been coming along nicely. We've been sparring at Kung Fu. Can't beat that. So life has been pretty good here in Casa du Colin and good old Mars, PA. Still haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp yet. So need to go and do that at some point before too long. My guess is it's out of the theaters already because that's how theaters roll anymore. Okay. Pardon me. Now for a sip of Coke. Yeah, I was been surprised actually doing the various conventions. Because I had no idea how the sketch cards would go at in a convention scene. And they haven't been terrible, I gotta say. I think I have mine priced right, but I think I either need to up my price or something. I spend too long per sketch card for what I'm selling them at. But yeah, I definitely think people like being able to get something small like that, which is cool. Okay. Spock's got a sweet nose cleft here. In other fun super duper news, my scanner has broken. Along with my printer too, because it's an all-in-one. So that's exciting. So tonight, gotta go and figure that out. Hey, Noija tut. It's a thing. But, you know, like I always say, that's life. When life gives you lemons, squeeze them to death. There we go. Okay, let's get out the brushes and get to work. I cleaned off my palette, which is nothing short of a danged old miracle. And I actually have bought new inking brushes. So they're these guys, Princeton brushes. Fancy, fancy. Got these at Michael. They weren't super expensive or anything like that. But, my Cotman ones had been running out. It's considering how much I use them. I mean, they've lasted for quite a while. I'm pleased with that. But yeah, like anything in life, you know, eventually they start to run out. But these thus far, and I'm sure these eventually will run out as well. But for the time being, I've really liked what they've been doing. They keep their brush shape, which if you talk to anybody that inks will probably say that's a big deal. I know I think it's a big deal. I don't know. You know, I don't know if anybody else. I'm not going to put words in anybody's mouth. But I think it's a big deal that it keeps a nice, firm, pointy tip on it. And it can hold a decent amount of ink, because a lot of these just don't, which is always a blast. But yeah, thus far, these, whatever they are, digging them like a garden, as Joe Dirt, my one true hero, would say. Peggy, I am drawing the Mirror Mirror Spock, yes. That is what is happening here. With that sweet, sweet goatee. Spock looking good. That's a really good episode too. Like it's gimmicky with you know, the mirror mirror or whatever, but it's just a really entertaining episode. So kudos to you guys, Star Trek, for not just making it entertaining, but making it good too. Or I'm sorry, not just making it gimmicky, but entertaining as well. I appreciate. Okay, so we're going to kind of take the inks toward the back there, but not all the way. So some down here, and then we can work on this hair. I'm definitely going to make sure I leave some space in there to put in some super dark browns. But yeah, doing the inks first, I think, is a help. Then being able to go in later is going to be good. Cool. Yep. Agreed. Like I said, I'm going to leave a little bit of area there. I can go in with some ultra dark browns. And go from there. But for now, we'll get this top filled in. And my computer's dinging at me. It is good stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to get back to the streaming, you guys. Thank you for all of your patience, by the way. I've had technical difficulties. I've had shows that prevent me from doing streams, so I feel like things have been kind of in flux, but I'm actually looking forward now for at least a little bit at getting back to a more normal schedule. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to it. That is for sure. Where's my water dish? Oh, I don't have one. Good. I will be right back. And there we go. I now have a water dish. Good. So I think one of the biggest things we need to do is let this ink dry up pretty good, especially in those dark areas, because that's going to be a pain if I try to put anything in it smears. But while we're doing that, I can rearrange my table, move some of my stuff so that I can get out the sweet markers, everybody's favorite part. Move knife. Well, to quote Jaws verbatim, I think we're going to need a bigger art table. Dang. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Sassy Molassy. And we can add in some of these little areas to try and make the inks look better. There we go. Spock has definitely given me some Doctor Strange vibes too, and that ain't a bad thing. I like it. Okay, that should be dry, or at least dry enough for me to start erasing. It's mainly the areas where I lay down the ink with the brush. That's where the problem comes in. Oh, thanks, Nathan. Yeah, full disclosure, I wish I could say, too, that I'm like, I just drew this from my head. But I have a reference photo up in front of me. So, take that as you will. I just don't want you guys to think this is coming right from the old noggin. But I want these to be good, since they're being submitted. I gotta have them, and what they want to see is the likenesses. So I gotta get the likenesses pretty spot on, you know. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Earth 70. Some of these areas, because Spock's got a little bit of reddish to his face. And under the chin too. And we can do that. And in the nose especially. He's got a lot of this kind of shade. But yeah, I have a blast. You know me, Nathan. I love the ink work. I love the ink work. All right, that's a good start there. Let's move on up to the hair with just a little bit of purple. Which is smearing the blacks, so I got to be careful with it. There we go. Before we move into kind of a darker, we're going to do a darker brown over here. We're going to use E74 to start, and we can make it darker as we see fit. Kind of like yay. Get that thrown in. And I think these will be fun too, because I will slap these up for sale at the next show I'm at, and I think they're pretty good, man. I think, if I do say so myself, yes, Colin, speak words, good. There's a lot of Trek fans out there that I've noticed at various shows and stuff, so I definitely think these things will go at shows, which is fun. Always happy to meet other Trek fans or fans of whatever, you know. So that's E74. Boom, shakalaka, shaka boom. And I'm trying to think where else I want to move from there. We can go with 79's too bright. 55. Is, I think, too light, but that's okay. Adds interesting bit of color there, I think. And now we gotta find, gotta find a good color for Spock's general face. E31, brick beige. I wish I had an E30. But you know what? Let's try it. Let's give it a whirl. Let's roll them dice. See what happens, folks. Yeah, Nathan, I mean, it's, I don't know. I think the look of, like, work when it's inked is just amazing. Although, you know, I love pencil work. I love it. But yeah, there's something about inking that just really gets the artwork looking like real polished or something. I don't know. So I need to get like, so I have Earth 00 Skin White. They renamed it like a Crayola crayon to something like Fruit White or something, which is fine, but for Caucasian skin, it's really good, but I don't know if this is light enough. Maybe not light enough is the right word. It's like too pink. You know what I mean? Like it's got a lot of pink in there. The other thing that this does poorly, and I generally do like this color, is it will pick up if there's any bit of ink that is not dry, specifically from like the dark black areas here. It's going to find that spot and it's going to smear it everywhere. So it is definitely one to use with caution. One of the reasons I generally tend to do my colors first more often than not. But I just think that based on the other ones I've done, that it absolutely needed to be inked first. Just found that out doing the process. That's the job, baby. Okay. So we have a highlight that kind of goes around the eye and up on your skull. Oh, and it's dripping. On your skull, that's called the zygomatic process. The bone that kind of rounds the side of your eye and goes up into your forehead. Zygomatic process, I believe. I believe that's what it is. Okay. Pardon me. I was hoping that whatever marker I would lay down would eat up that big X I have there. But looks like I'm going to have to go over that. That's okay. We'll do that. We shall work on that. So I think maybe a yellowish shade. Might be a little too yellow. I also have Yellow Red 000 Silk, which, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Boom. This is the color. It's super light. It's almost white, which is what I want. I can kind of go over this and blend some of these areas together, especially in like the highlight areas. Down in here, up here. Leave some of that white space on the nose. Get some of this color over up in this thing. Keep it going. That's good. I'm generally happy with the skin at this point, generally. He's going to need a little bit of pinkish in for the lips. Bottom lip, so let's use blush to just kind of give it a quicko once over. And then I'm going to go in with Currant. Down there. There we go. I like that. That's good. That's good. Okay, next things next. I'm going to take a warm gray, number 1, and just this area here, which is in shadows. Just hit a couple of spots. To blend it up. Warm gray. Let's do 00. Just slap it on this side. Tone it ever so slightly. Now a little more with this E70, I think, will go a long way. To keep those shadows coming out. There we go. Good, good. Totally solid. Solid gold oldies, baby. That goes over here. This goes over there. Got to switch them around. So this is going to need to actually change here. Yeah, like that. Okay. Take our blue. I'm going to use blue 12. I think that's a good enough science officer blue there. I wonder why they eventually changed it so that gold became command, or I'm sorry, red became command, from engineering to command, and then the other way around too. Peggy, yes, I am going to add in a little bit of a green tint and a little bit of purple, like on the above the eyes, because he has just a little bit of purple up there too. But something I have yet to get to. But good point, and thank you for pointing it out. A little bit of skin tone down there. And a little bit of blue as well. Where's that blue 12? Let's go in just right there. Good, 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 good. And then I can make this black all through here. Come on, brush. Get some more ink on you. Happy little sketch cards. I love them. Okay, and I don't know if you could see, but that needs to dry up. That's like incredibly wet down there. Speaking of green tints, I think I'm going to go green on the background here too. Maybe a yellowish green? Yeah, Let's do a yellowish green to start with. 07 or 09? There's 07. Here is 09. Kind of think the 07. A little bit later. Here we go. Scourge of the Terran Empire. Spock. I don't know why, I wanted to add a oh at the end of that. But I refrained against it. But let's do it now anyway. Spock. Ah. Oh, Colin. Colin, you need a hobby, my friend. You're losing your damn mind. Kind of add the purples under the eyes here. It's cool. And as far as the green tinting goes, actually I don't want to do that quite yet, because I want to make sure his nose is good. So, and then as a highlight, I will go in with some colored pencil at the end of that. And now let's add in just a wee bit of gold here. I am Peggy. But then my inner Flash Gordon comes out all of the time. Yeah, pick any one word and add at the end of it, and it'll make your day happy. Like a one-syllable word. It's fun. Try it. Like, pick any word. Dogs. Dogs. Ah! And this is where my subscriber count plummets. Good. It's good times. Good times. Okay, I need a wee bit of green quad zero. Just a wee bit of green over here. And I'll tone down any reds that we see. And then I need a bluish for shading. we go. Good, good, good. We'll see you, Nathan. You guys have fun wherever you're going. Enjoy and safe travels. Take care. And thanks for stopping by. There we go. Okay. So I think then we're going to put in some texture in the background. For that, we are going to use Yellow Green 17 rhyming. In the background of the picture here, he's got like a, he's in front of like a weird, heck, I don't even know what you call it. Like a screen. So it's got a bunch of dot patterns on it. So let's just staple those in. Until they get to a point where we just fill it in. That's cool. Almost like Kirby dots. But not quite. Just enough so we get a nice little bit of texture in there. Same with back here. Okay, I like that. I think that background, it's simple, but it turned out cool in that. So let me throw this back in. And I think the markering portion of our program is over. Let's get out some fun colored pencils. For that, we're using watercolor pencils, Prismacolor. Nice big old set of them. Oh, it's so hard to open these. Okay. I'm going to start with a little bit of light peach to go in here near the nose highlight. I can go in with various creams, greens, etc., whatever I want. And do that. I think I want this like Terra Verte color. Peche Clar. Well, that's kind of pink. I don't like that. I need something to go in this area here and tone it down even further. So Sienna Brown. Might be too brown. Might be a little too much. Wish I had something lighter, but you know what that means, folks. I just got to go buy more art supplies. And I can just hit these areas that are going to... And just do stuff like that. And just kind of add in just a little bit extra. There we go. Not too dark. And now I think I can go in with a very light, this kind of light peachy color. And it should help to just make that a little less harsh. Especially up here at the top of the forehead needs to be way less harsh. There we go. Good, good, good. Yeah, and at this point it's just this weird push and pull of laying in colors with the pencils, toning them down. It's honestly something I'm not super used to, if I can be 100% with you guys. You know me, I'm very much just throw in the markers and go from there, but when trying to draw this kind of like photorealistic stuff, it's an interesting challenge. That is for sure. Now, those are the water soluble. I also have the Graphitints. We'll give those a whirl. Because I think there are some colors in here that are a little more light and soft. Specifically, I love the Storm color is one of my favorites. It's kind of almost got a purpley to it. It's nice and light, which I like. I wish I had a good way to blend these colored pencils, you know, but actually, now that I think about it, I just may. Hang tight. Boom, never used them. Colorless blending pencils from Prismacolor. Let's bust them out, bust a move, give them a try. And they're completely flat, so I gotta start somewhere, I guess. Try to blend it smooth, see what happens. Not much. Not much is occurring at all. Hey, that's all right. That's okay. Let's try to do white in here. Same within the hair, a little bit of white. This Graphitint does not produce a good white. That's my review. Does not produce good white. Okay, let's move on to the blues here. Kind of get in the shadowy areas. That's cool. I like that. That's good. All right, let me go over with some inks here. Because like I said, I don't like this X up here. Let me get a bigger thingamajigger out. Go, I can start adding in some of these, just some lines here. That will help, I think, but still keep that nice highlight line in there in the hair. Go. A little extra bit on the bridge of the nose, I think, will help. Same with some in Spock's beard down here. Cool. I don't know, guys. I think it's coming together pretty good. I don't know how much more is left to do on it, frankly. Let's try this mountain gray in just a couple areas here. You know, he's got a little bit of green. He's got a little bit of purple. I think that's coming together nicely. Maybe some very delicate gray right through here. That, yeah, I think this is pretty much what it's gonna be, you know. So hopefully it looks good to you guys. Hopefully it actually looks like Spock from the Mirror Universe. I had a blast drawing him, that's for sure. I think he was a total amount of fun. There we go. How about over there? Yeah, we can add a little bit over there. We'll use this black here. Just barely leaves a dent to kind of just get some dark shadows in there. Dark shadows? Yes, dark shadows. But there we go. Very cool, guys. So I'm going to call that done on Mirror Universe Spock. Let's just sign her up. Try to be delicate with this. Let me switch over to the finer tip. I got to get a finer tip paint marker. Good. And then one last thing now that I'm thinking about it. I can add a couple of sparkly, shimmery dot things in up here. Like so. And boom. And there she blows, you guys. Pretty sweet. I like it a lot. And that is our Mirror Universe Spock drawing for the day. I had a blast. I hope you guys had fun too. I think I'm going to call it there for today's stream. I do got to get ready to go out, pick up my wife from work, and then we got to go to Staples. I got to get this stuff scanned. This and some other things too need scanned, more scanning. And we need to look at and price out scanners and printers. So, a fun evening is ahead of your old pal Colin. But thank you guys so much for joining in. I hope you all had a good time. I hope you all enjoyed it. And that's it. We'll see you next Thursday at 3. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep this thing rolling. And keep the streams going at a regularly scheduled time. And all that fun stuff. So tune in next week. Till then, guys, ta-ta. And we'll see ya. Bye-bye.